Yo, I don't even go live on here. I'm watching KKC expose Umar Johnson. I just decided to go live because I never go live on here and I need to start. So I normally go live on like YouTube and Instagram, but we about to start going live on all three at the same time because I gotta expose these frauds. But I'm mostly going live because I wanted to apologize to my followers or friends because what's good, fam? I got a stalker trolling me right now that's like going crazy, and he talking about he gonna stalk me for the rest of my life, and he been stalking me for 5 years. Like, dude is saying like crazy weird stuff to me, like it's just homoerotic fantasies and shit. Like, this dude is so fucking crazy, bruh. And then I got this girl today going crazy. And it all started off because I was like, yo, you know, I'm trying to get ladies to give up like fake eyelashes and weave and straight hair and use their natural curl pattern because they can make money and it's unique. And also, I have this whole marketing campaign where I'm like telling ladies like, buy diamonds, buy gold, buy stocks or something. Like anything other than nails, lashes, and makeup. Like makeup and all that stuff, that's for burn victims and movie stars and stuff. You don't need to have on all that just to walk down the street to go grocery shopping or to make content. You know what I mean? Like it's not that serious. Like y'all using makeup and filters, and then some people are health gurus out here. So how you a health guru, but you using makeup and filters? You fake. You cannot be a representation of whatever you got going on. Man, why my connection going? So let me see. I don't think battery saver might have been on. My bad. Shoot, free that man Tory Lanez too. You know what I mean? I was talking to my family about Tory Lanez. They was like, because I was like, yo, I'm not listening to Jay-Z, Beyonce, Cardi B, Sexy Red, Music Soul Child, especially not Will Smith. Like, I'm not listening to these people that's in these cults no more because they put secret messages and spells in their music and stuff. So, like, my folk was like, yo, what about Tory Lanez? We listen to Tory Lanez? I'm like, no, Tory good, you know? So I'm trying to see what's going on with his case. Like, if I could write him a letter or something, I might write him a letter, you know? But yeah, man, this girl is in my comments. So what happens is, we started off, I'm an influencer. I was influencing her to consider. And this is something I talk to a million women about every day. Like, this is all I talk about. It's like eating healthy, making natural hair content, because it's like y'all all look the same. But if you got your unique curl pattern, nobody could be like that. It might be somebody similar, but that you have to go across the planet to find them, you know? But it's like all y'all looking the same. Then some of y'all getting the plastic surgery, so it's like y'all all got the same nose. It's like, what the hell going on? So either way, Shorty didn't understand what I was trying to say, because she was like, her hair is natural, but it's not a natural style. It's naturally your hair, but it's not curly no more because you done hot ironed it or permed it or something. And that's what I was trying to explain, that that's not natural. So she then just started being all potty mouth and vulgar and talking about telling me what to do and think I'm worried about her hair. And I'm like, no, I'm talking about a whole marketing campaign. Like, I'm trying to work with different models. Y'all going on here taking 1 million pictures on Facebook, but then you're not thinking like, yo, people gonna try to recruit me to do modeling stuff. I work with a natural hair company. They make products, not hair, but they make natural hair products, you know. I live in Atlanta. Maybe they're not from Atlanta. They don't know. Like, we have a world natural hair show where you could get paid. Like, I work there. Like, so she thinks that I'm making stuff up, and it's like, no. Like, we have the Bronner Brothers hair show, and we have the world natural hair show. Like, I've worked there for years. And the crazy part is the girl gonna call me a liar and say I'm not a model while showing the picture of me modeling that I posted. Then she gonna say she not lying. I'm like, you are lying. See, people don't understand that I fix abandoned homes. I dumpster dive because I like it. I live with hippies. Like, it's so peaceful, like living in the woods, and I get to meditate and listen to nature. Like, I feed deers, I grow food, and my deers come and eat my daggone vegetables, and I love it. Like, I love my life. It's amazing. Oh, I'm getting my own notification for me being live. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was trying to explain to that crazy girl, like, I got more than one account. Like, also, they took my old Facebook page. So she's over here critiquing my page and all this. Like, people be talking shit to me like, you ain't got no friends. I'll be like, they took my Twitter, my Facebook, and my YouTube. Like, I was exposing, like, Barack Obama's chef. Like, then one of his chefs came up mysteriously missing. So I was just like, I don't want to come up missing. You know what I mean? Like, shoot. I was trying to help Obama. I tagged Obama. And I was like, yo, your chef is garbage. She's poison. And then Erykah Badu snuck a camera and had brought her camera phone out when she was with Obama. She wasn't supposed to do that. But see, she don't know that I know Erykah Badu, and Erykah Badu was calling me on that same phone, blowing up my phone at 3 a.m. Now, I don't care if you calling me ugly, if I get compliments all day, in person, online. I have stalkers. I'm a model. And what else? What else could I say? I don't know. You can't steal my joy. I'm happy, and I feel so bad for you that you're so potty mouthed and so angry. But I know it's because you're not vegan, and your brain is deteriorating, and your body is malnourished. You look like a drug addict or a wino or alcoholic. But even if you're not a drug addict or an alcoholic, the issue is your nutrition, and I can see your soul. And see, I have that power. You know, different people have different gifts. In my family, we have like a little bit of psychic. We're Native American and stuff. And I call my power sight. Like, I can see your soul. Like, and it's polluted. It's corrupted. And it's something wrong with you. Because it's not that serious. Like, I don't even know you. So, like, I just added you as a friend because Facebook suggested you. I just added you because you are of color, and I thought, okay, you're of color. I don't think you're cute. Like, I give all these girls reshares, but I'm trying to influence them to change y'all behavior. Like, you would be so much cooler if you was covered in diamonds. And then when you get old and your hair falls out, then go buy a wig or a weave. But you would have had all them diamonds and gold in stock from all the years that you didn't buy that. And I'm like, I want to see girl empowerment. I want to see y'all do the rich girls club. Not bad girls club. Wise girls club. Rich wise girls club. Ballin' bosses. Ballin' boss baddies. I want to see that show with the fine ass women. Lord have mercy. My mind just went somewhere else. Cause she don't got curves like that, but she probably jealous of some of the girls that I'm resharing and whatnot. It is just like, yo, like everything you said about me is wrong. It is so funny. It's like so funny. Like, they be saying stuff like, yo, baby mama don't let you see your kids. Well, I acted crazy and made my baby mama leave because I wanted her to be safe. But I acted too crazy that I convinced her to leave. So, yeah, like, there was some stalker trolling me saying, those ain't your kids. And I'm like, you don't know me. Like, I have a lot of kids, and they all are obviously my kids because they look like me and they smart and they love vegetables. And been vegan 18 years. So it's like, yeah, like you don't know nothing about me. Like, I fixed this abandoned building and cleaned mold out of it. Like, I just was fixing and cleaning some stuff on the ceiling fan and putting some filters and stuff where they're supposed to, like, if you have a place like example, like y'all have, like, okay, this is the abandoned place. When I came here, the filter was so filthy. It was like it had never been changed. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, imagine, like, who paid rent to live? Like, do y'all live like that? Like, they don't be changing y'all filters? Like, I can't believe that. Like, I live in my bando with all the fresh air I can get. The only problem is there's a water treatment plant in our area. That's why we have a lot of abandoned homes and abandoned areas, because the air quality here is really, really bad. So sometimes, like, I have to shut the door and smoke a cigarette. Like, I call it a air filter. Like, it's like really crazy because for some reason, I don't know why I felt like I didn't notice it at first. I think because my old bando was further down, like away from the water treatment plant. But this bando, I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's closer, and the wind be picking it up. And really, that's the only reason why y'all don't see me like gardening even more. Like, I will be doing like some extreme gardening, but I got too many trees, so I gotta cut down my trees. They not letting in enough sunlight. And then there's a problem with the water system. It's gotta get like replaced for the septic system or something. And it's just too much money. Like, I don't got it. And but who's to say I won't be rich tomorrow? See, that's the thing about me. Like, I could be broke today and rich tomorrow. Like I choose to be poor. I like seeing how people treat you when you're broke. Like, this girl tried to say I look like a drug addict while I'm sitting there with jewelry on. Like, drug addicts don't like keep jewelry and stuff. They can't hold on to things. They lose it or they sell it. These daggone robocalls are crazy, man. He calling all daggone day. Hey, hit the like button if you peep this video. Cause I'm gonna be going live more. I'm about to expose 19 Keys, Rizza Islam, KT the Arts Degree, Victor Bowman, Mr. G, that's Wendy Williams' cameraman, Wendy Williams. Crazy Wendy Williams? Her cameraman. Alkaline Scamming of the year. Dude wrote a Dr. Sebi book where he talked about smuggling children into America. I'm like, yo, did y'all get Donald Trump on the phone real quick? I got some shit going on. Man. My fucking cat making too much noise. Y'all want a cat? Anyway. No, I can't give y'all my cat. Y'all fuck around and eat the cat or be... Yeah, they're eating the cats, they're eating the ducks, they're fucking the ducks, they're fucking the turkeys. I just seen a PETA video where they daggone was fucking a turkey. And I said, yo, this animal cruelty is going to another level. And that was just crazy. And he was abusive with it. I was like, Lord, that he was like raping the turkey. It was terrible. And then somebody ate that. That was on somebody's dinner table. That was in somebody's refrigerator, on somebody's plate. I'm like, your turkey got gonorrhea now. Your turkey got herpes. Y'all need to go vegan. This shit is serious. Like, you giving me reshares. One of your friends is going to get in my DMs. I'm trying to fuck your friend, shorty. So you giving me reshares, I appreciate it. Somebody going to figure out, like, you a negative, evil person and something wrong with you. You need to go vegan and do a fast. And go to church. Read the Bible. Man, I need to get the Bible and read it right now. Let's get the Bible. That's what we need. I'm reading Exodus. Exodus, King James Version.
I needed affordable therapy.
Yeah, you need to get that therapy, bro. Get your therapy. I just was talking about therapy, wasn't I? You need to get some therapy. That was the other thing you need. Okay? Thank you, Google.
Exodus, chapter 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt,
We're gonna go
every
forward.
man and his household. Chapter 3. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert, and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. And Moses said,
I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burned.
I'm going to invite you to church,
saw
girl.
that he turned aside to see. God called unto him out of the midst
I'm gonna
of
pray
the
for
bush
you.
and said, Moses, Moses. And he said,
Bring in holy
Here
water.
am I.
And he said,
Draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet. For the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
Moreover he said,
I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac. and
Girl,
the
you want
God
some of this water?
Jacob.
And Moses hid his face.
I hope that
He was
girl see this
afraid to
video.
look
Girl,
upon
come and get
God.
some of this water. This water
And the Lord
good.
said,
I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters. For I know their sorrows, and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land,
Excuse me?
unto a good land and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites.
And the Amorites. That burning bush. There you go. You need to calm down. I know your Valentine's must have been bad or something, because I know all the girls who had bad Valentine's Day is going crazy. Don't celebrate them holidays. Don't let them days control you. You got dumped on Valentine's or something, shouty? Ain't that the worst? Y'all waited all year and then you got dumped or something. Dude left you for that girl with that BBL. She got that flat tubby tee and that waist trainer. Look like an ant now. Shorty is skinty. Man. Anyway. Yeah, I'm about to expose 19 Keys. That dude, he went on the Breakfast Club and what is Charlemagne's real name? What's up, Jordan? You want to use the internet? Charlemagne the God, real name. I think it's like Jeffrey or something. Leonard. Okay, so Leonard asked Jabril or 19 Keys, what did he do when he worked at Prada? That dude said he worked in sales. Now, if you go on his website and read his resume and stuff, it said he was loss prevention. He got all the muscles. He looked like he on steroids. The dude was talking about he don't eat vegan and stuff or whatever, you know. You think this dude was really in sales at Prada with all the muscles? Don't he look more like a security guard? Then he said he was in the Muslim school and read the books of Elijah Muhammad and all that. But if you go check his story, he became a criminal and a drug dealer. And he always wearing red bandana. He got a red Rolex or watch or whatever. He's still banging red. Y'all really, I'm like, how y'all get him on the Breakfast Club and ask him a question that you could easily get from his website? Like, do y'all do any research on y'all guests? Is it payola or like, what is it? It don't make no sense. Like, they don't research their guests. They just put them on because they talk good. It's like so many scammers been on the Breakfast Club. Brother Polite, Umar Johnson, like 5-6 times. Jay Morrison, the real estate guy, Cesar Pena, how many other people? Them people that pocket watch it with JT exposed, they be telling you all this dumb stuff. All this crazy stuff like they got some knowledge. Even Yahki Awakened, scammer, fraud, health scammer, false prophet, gonna tell y'all he took his birth certificate and added a 0 to it and found a bank account with $1 million. All he gotta do is show y'all. Why do anybody just let this man talk? It's like, just make him show you anything, a degree, a lab test, anything, doctor reports. You know, Dr. Sebi used to show with documents and stuff. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have those documents. I'm not saying that Whitty doesn't get some type of results. What I'm saying is that what your body heals itself and that he's overcharging you and that he's probably using something that you don't need that might be harmful. You might fix this and mess up your brain. You're like, oh, my back stopped hurting, but now I can't think right. You know what I mean? Then he give you bad recipes, bad health advice, telling people he don't care what we say, he gonna eat broccoli. But they saying that broccoli is poison now. Now, what happens in 2024, 2025, when we got the internet thanks to your boy, because I created the internet that we have. When I created iPhone, there was no 4G. I don't even know if there was a 3G. And they didn't have the network. They told me they couldn't create the technology. It wasn't possible. And I was like, not if you give them Wi-Fi and get them Wi-Fi calling and then build the technology and the network, you know? So now we finally got the network in 2024. When we was kids, we got whoopings, we got beat, we got made to eat broccoli, and we knew it wasn't natural. It wasn't good. And they just made us eat it. So then you put salt and pepper and hot sauce and cheese and butter and garlic all over it. Parmesan and stuff. You know? Even I went vegan using broccoli. So Yahki Awaken says stuff like, I don't care. Da, da, da. And it's like, that's just ego and craziness, and that's dangerous. Broccoli, poison. 2 words. Most people don't know how to use the internet. So, I think this one is the one I was playing, yeah.
TikTok.
Excuse me?
Not exist all that long ago. That is a manufactured, man-made plant. So, first of all, broccoli did not exist all that long ago. That is a manufactured, man-made plant. So, we can't say that that's something we evolved on. I can't say that's something that's necessary to life, because it didn't exist when we were evolving biologically. And they don't tell you that. They don't say, like, hey, broccoli's good until this point, and then you need to stop. So a couple of things
So we don't need broccoli. Now, these are 2 doctors sitting and talking, or 2 MDs at the least. So I'm not an MD. I play a doctor on TV. I work with Dr. Sebi Sell Food. I tried to help his family. Uh, he works with doctors and hospitals. When I went to Honduras, I actually had to go to the or hospital because I got hurt. And when I talked to them, I was like, "Can I do something natural? Like I came here because I studied Dr. Sebi." They knew who I was talking about and everything. And then they said, "We have what you want," and we work with Sebi, and they gave me dragon's blood. Dragon's blood is a tree sap. Okay, it's not legal in the States, but they're using it in Honduras. That it helps you stop bleeding. Like if you get injury where you're bleeding out, it will help you. So either way it goes, I mean, that's what they used it for. I went to the hospital. I was like, I don't want to do drugs. I want to do something natural. If y'all have something natural, can I please do something? Do y'all got a CBD or something? And I was like, I just need something for my pain mostly. And I don't know if the dragon blood helped with that also, but so I'm gonna let these doctors finish it. But they're pretty much saying that you will be better off getting like the dandelion that you cut with your lawnmower. It'll be better for you to eat that than to eat broccoli. Like the blackberries that grow thorns and we call them weeds on the side of the of your backyard and all that stuff growing on the side of the highway, like that. You don't want to eat the polluted highway stuff, but I'm just saying like that would be natural food, and broccoli is not. You don't even see broccoli growing on the side of the highway. Why is that? If y'all have gardens and y'all are growing broccoli, it should be spreading around, but I guess it doesn't work that way, or the animals aren't spreading it, or I don't know.
Mentions about the benefits of sulforaphane in broccoli is that
Not
it
natural.
decreases prostate, bladder, breast, and lung cancer risk. It has reduction in all-cause mortality. A broccoli sprout drink increases benzene excretion by 61%. Cruciferous vegetables decrease heart mortality and positive effects.
So a cruciferous is just a name that they gave all of these families that come up. Well, this family of vegetables that are all unnatural, pretty much. So they all come from the wild mustard plant, and they call them cruciferous. Okay, so if you didn't know that,
or cognitive disorders and so on, and so it's hard to balance the information that we get.
So he's reading the information like this is what we get, right? So he's showing you like as an MD, this is hard. So you're not an MD. I'm a food tester, secret shopper. This was hard for me. It just took me forever. And then I started to realize, okay, well, you can look up if somebody owns a patent on it, or you can look up when it was created, or its history to try to figure out, like, where did this come from and when? And a lot of stuff comes from China and Asia. Like, what was it? It was something else. I think moringa. Moringa comes from Asia. Like I thought, oh, it's African. I always like it sounds like an African word or something. So I just thought it was an ancient tree from Africa. And I'm like, no, it comes from Asia. So this is where we live is the new world. That over there is the old world. All of that is technically Asia. Africa, Europe, and Asia, India, all of that is Asia. Like Europe is Eurasia, okay? So you have to go look at like old maps and stuff to get it, but pretty much we didn't know about all this unnatural food until they came and brought it over here. And then they created the slave industry and made us grow it. And then they brought slaves, they bred slaves like animals, and it's like now you got these people that are just, just mixed up genetically, eating unnatural food for generations up into the modern day. And your doctor now will tell you the same thing that the slave master was sold when they gave him the seeds. And that's what the doctor is trying to explain when he was reading, like, oh, it's good for this, it's good for that. It's the same thing Dr. Sebi tried to do when he was reading about moringa. And people have taken what he says as if he was being literal and he was being sarcastic. And it's his own children even. And they're selling moringa and using it. So I'm trying to stop them and help them and get my money. So I've been working for Dr. Sebi and helping Dr. Sebi, God, maybe about almost 10 years or so. I'm not sure, maybe longer. I don't know how long I've been like just promoting him, sending him customers and clients and so much. Like y'all don't understand that I've actually earned about maybe $50,000 at the least and commission from Dr. Sebi's companies at the least. I actually got 1 million views on Google. So if that could even be calculated into money, I'm not sure how much they could possibly owe me, maybe even $1 million. So I work for myself, and I talked to Dr. Sebi about hiring me officially, and Erykah Badu told him not to give me a job and cursed my life. Okay, then I separated from my wife because I did not want her to have to come to the streets, because I have to clean moldy buildings and all this kind of stuff, and it's wild animals I have to deal with. Just all kind of crazy drug addicts in the neighborhood. I actually cleaned up my neighborhood and got the drug addicts to leave because they were doing so much crazy stuff that the police was like harassing people because there were so many reports, and the drug addicts would be like hiding in bushes and all kind of stuff. They crazy. So I even got arrested a couple times and I didn't do nothing. They was just like somebody called in because they was doing some crazy stuff, like just, I mean, nasty stuff during quarantine. And I'm not going to get too much into that, but people don't know what I do, but I do a lot to help. Like I even help other homeless people. I'm washing shoes right now for some children that I'm taking them some shoes. I got them some Air Maxes, some like LeBron shoes, some Nikes, and the other ones are like, I think, New Balance. So it's like, nobody could belittle me, or like I help so many people. I've like, just by helping people understand Dr. Sebi and promoting him. Like I can walk up to somebody with a cast on their leg and just be like, hey, you want to call Dr. Sebi? You can call the office for free and get a 15-minute consultation right now. And we can call them together. And I'll be right there on the phone with them, or we can call them three-way. So they don't even know that why they owe me so much money, or why I'm asking for a job so consistently. Like I really need people who watch me to like think about what I'm saying and then email Dr. Sebi Cell Food and be like, yo, he needs a job. Like he's been sending y'all so many customers, y'all owe him money for real. Like, and he's not selling anything. Everybody else copied the formulas and selling stuff, making their money, and they trying to ball out, and they doing it unprofessional, unsanitary, and I refuse to do that. Like, how dare I live in a moldy bando? It's still mold in places that I can't get to, like, you know, in the vents and stuff, but I've neutralized it. But I can't make you products and sell you anything, you know. So until I get a professional facility, I won't be making anything. I'm still gonna just promote Dr. Sebi Cell Food. I had an official Dr. Sebi shirt from his house that the employees gave me, but somebody stole my backpack, and crazy crackhead drug addicts. They stole my backpack and the shirt was in there, so I would have to go all the way back there to get it, and that's in Honduras. And they don't even sell it on the website. So I'm going to try to look and see if I can get them to sell me one or something. But it's like they don't even like me because there's a lot of confusion going on. And they have some issues where they were fighting each other. So some people thought I was in the family. And I'm like, no, I was trying to marry his daughter. But, you know, like, it's just crazy. Like, I done have 2 wives and 3 wives at a time and stuff. Like, my life is really amazing. You know, God has been really good to me and blessed me. And I mean, I just have so much joy. Like, I found like a PlayStation, the newest PlayStation in the dumpster, and it was broken, and I sold it, and I was able to fix my car and get some car parts. And I was like, yo, like, I feel great. Like, I didn't have to go and sell Coca-Cola. Like, at my old job, I worked at Target, and it's like, I worked in electronics, but even so, it's like, I don't like selling people games that kids shouldn't be playing, or I don't like some of these games are just like, I seen something where they had a video game contract where you like sell your soul to the company, and it was like hidden in the fine print. And I was like, yo, like, I feel like I don't want to sell these kids none of these games now. Like, because I don't know what's in this stuff. I don't play all these games. So, like, that's one thing. But then when they leave my electronics section, they can buy all that poison and crap that's in Target. And I feel bad about that. I'd rather be a hippie and live with monks. And, you know, I've been applying for jobs because I worked at a dispensary. And the dispensary was like filthy and had like some weird product that like I think it pretty much wasn't legal. And I was like, I'm not working here because I'm not going to jail for this. And I just told my family I got a job doing what I love, and then y'all ruin it with this crap. And they was like telling me stuff like to be careful with this product and all this. I'm like, this should not be dangerous. Like, what did y'all do to this? Like, what did y'all put in this? And they had like fake vapes. I'm like, nah, man, y'all got people over here vaping orange peel and olive oil. Like, y'all is wild. Like, y'all is crazy. And I come and see them doing this. I see the bottles of olive oil and all the ingredients and stuff. And I'm sitting there like, y'all is dirty. Like, for real. But, and it's just sad too. Like, so I can't talk about the company. They made me sign like some contract where I can't talk about it. But, you know, like, either way, I'm applying to work at some more dispensaries right now. So I'm like trying to do that. Like, I'm doing what I want to do with my life. And I'm doing some other things too. I'm going to therapy. So, like, you don't know me. Like, I just sued the police for $50,000. Like, you can call me a bum all you want. I don't care. I don't care. Like, next I'm sued for $1 million. Like, so I could be rich tomorrow, literally. Like, I will be like flying over you laughing, eating organic mango and soursop. Yeah.
Thing that I hear is that maybe the reasons why there's these benefits is because you're doing these tests on an averagely sick population, right? So if you cut out all the...
So they're saying that the only reason why broccoli is giving you results is because y'all so sick. That just anything green give you a little juice, give you a little spark. That's what... And Yahki was a drug addict that OD'd. So if he didn't hear what this guy just said in his video, like, bruh, your heart failed you and you had a heart attack, you attacked your heart with that stuff you was doing, and you don't even know what it was because you don't know what it is. It was illegal. Like, y'all really don't know the side effects of what's wrong with Yahki. Like, this guy is crazy. He needs to go to therapy.
It says seed oils and the carbohydrates, and then you introduce broccoli to like a pure carnivore, maybe we would see something different. Like, what are your thoughts about approaching information like that? Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, you raise a good point. You know, it's compared to what? That's always the question to ask. Well, compared to what? Well, this improves longevity. This improves X, Y, and Z. As compared to what? Right? Because you have to have a base with which to compare that against. It gets better. Okay, better from where? Right? What's your
Better from where? Like, if you didn't eat no vegetables and all of a sudden you make them eat a little vegetables, it's like, okay. But you can't compare broccoli to dandelion or something from nature.
starting point? The starting point is the average American who is metabolically sick. 90% of Americans have at least one metabolic illness.
Are you ready to level up your creativity?
My bad. Whoop. I don't know what she talking about. I'm talking about going, maybe you need to go back to school. That's what this ad is. Go back to school, Shawty.
Love our production labs.
See?
Come on and talk with me. I'll give you a sneak
You
peek.
go to school, Shawty.
70% of Americans are either overweight or obese.
I was just talking to this model girl about going back to school and like starting like businesses and like giving other people jobs and shit. Like, give me a job, you know?
And most of the rest of the world is close by. Actually, some are past that. America is not the most overweight or obese country in the world. We're like 20th, right? So that's, as you think about it, right? So there are much, much worse countries out there. But that's...
I didn't know America wasn't the sickest country in the world. But I do know there's a lot of sick people around the world. I just thought that, I don't know if what he's saying is accurate, because you got to count people that don't go to the doctor and homeless people, and you know, we got illegal immigrants and all that kind of stuff. It's like, so that's part of the population too. So I don't know
what we're talking about. We're talking about, well, you're including broccoli, and that improves things from the standards. That's the standard deviation, right? But that's not a great baseline. I mean, those people are sick, they're unhealthy, they're unwell. I mean, anything's going to improve it. First of all, broccoli did not exist all that long ago. That is a manufactured, man-made plant. So we can't say that that's something we evolved on. I can't say that's something that's necessary to life, because it didn't exist.
Jody didn't come to the video.
Biologically, right? So that's first and foremost. Also, we're not comparing this to whole food plant-based diet. Or a whole food plant-based diet, or even just adding broccoli in with a whole food meat-based diet, right? And so there has been that study. There's only one. It was done in 1930. It was with the Maasai in Africa, and the yahki, who were a neighboring tribe, and they
So they're talking about the Maasai in Africa. That's where my name come from. So I thought that was interesting.
So they're genetically similar. Yahki were mostly plant-based, whole food plant-based, no big chemicals and nonsense being run on it. And the Maasai eating mostly meat, milk, and blood. And they found Maasai were on average 5 inches taller, 23 pounds heavier lean body mass, and 50% stronger. The Yahki had bone deformities, teeth deformities, dental caries, chest infections, tropical ulcers, all sorts of different infections and problems.
Now, he's talking about a mostly plant-based African tribe. Now, you gotta go back and remember, though, that I just told you that they got unnatural food like fufu or cassava. Like in Africa, that's a big thing. They start off with it from babies. They be giving them cassava mixed with water. That's the equivalent to our potatoes. Like, the closest thing that an average American would know would be a potato. So, like, we eat mashed potatoes and stuff, or you give your baby mashed potatoes, they give their baby mashed fufu. Or they shake it up in water and feed it to them. That's almost like your equivalent of your formula. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think formula is good either. So, the whole point is that they are not the example of a plant-based person. There is not even a really good example of a real plant-based person. There might be a few now who are like learning, like with me and Dr. Sabi and all this kind of stuff, where they're trying and like, I'm not even doing the best. So I'm gonna try to do the best and show y'all as I get more funding and I can make better and better content. But I was just looking at there was a person, and I can't remember their name, but they're like a vegan plant-based person that does fitness, and I'm gonna look at their diet to see if they're like good enough to say, okay, well, this is he's doing a great job. Like, I don't know what he eats, so I can't really say. And I want to see, like, if he knows some other like really serious alkaline based people, because alkaline is just natural food. So a lot of people don't know what that is, so they'll be eating papaya or pineapples or broccoli. Well, they eat a lot of things that are vegan, but it's not healthy either. And for some of them, like, we don't know if they're using steroids. We don't know. But also, the real test is going to be time for all of us. So right now, you're starting to see me in time because I've been vegan 18 years, but I'm not doing it right. In the next 20 years, y'all going to see me become better and better with just sprouting and everything. Like, I can't sprout here because it's too much mold. Like, it's just not, I don't know if I don't get enough sunlight it's just the way the water sit on the roof or something. I don't know. But it's just, I got a lot of different issues with that air quality stuff. So I can't make certain things. Like, I can't just make sourdough bread and just let it sit out. Like, no. Or daggone the animals will get to it or something. I don't know. So I just have to be careful because I even just eat a lot of fruit. So then I'll end up having like fruit flies and stuff. So every now and then on a video, you'll see me catch one or something. Because I can't stand them just flying around and repopulating or whatever they do. So I even had a problem one time. They got into my weed plant, into the dirt. And they was like a whole like swarm of them. So I just threw the whole plant away. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I wanted to just put it outside, but then somebody would have stole it. So but that was like in Vegas. So I grew weed in the desert. I felt like I really somebody just started like a cactus company growing cactus in the desert, and they're making like biodiesel or hand sanitizer or something. It was something they're making. I was like, yo, y'all, we could do this. Like, start a company with me. Get money with me. Like, don't be distracted with the dumb stuff. I'm an idea man that makes money. I help people make money and companies make money. And I worked for the biggest company in the world when I was a kid until I turned 21 and they fired me. I'm the real 21 Savage. He's not even from here. 21 Savage is from England or something. And he's in that Nuwapian cult. That's why he about to drop a song with Nas. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that too, because 19 Keys was rapping on Sway or something, and the raps was garbage. And then he said something like, "These ain't diamonds," and I was like, hold up, because the ring he got on is a ring that he sells on his website that does have diamonds in it and rubies or something. They're small, but I was just like, what is he talking about? Every time he raps, he never makes sense. He be saying stuff like, we don't divide, we catching bodies, and I mean, what?
Mineral and vitamin deficiencies. We just see right there.
He's a loser.
Okay, compared to what? Compared to a whole food plant-based diet? Whole food meat-based diet wins every time.
First of all, I honestly think, like, if you don't smoke weed, I don't think you could rap. Like, I don't know of no rapper that's good that don't smoke. Like, seriously. I'm trying to think. Even like Kanye smoke weed now. Like, everybody smokes. That's good. Like, Common is trash. He doesn't count. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What's a good rapper that don't smoke weed? So to see 19 Keys try to act like I don't know what was really up with him. He said he used to do home invasions. I'd be like, okay, maybe he's just a blood that sold drugs and did home invasions. I don't know. You know, it's just crazy. Like, the whole, I'm done talking about him. He's such a loser. But with 19 keys or whatever, I wanted to reiterate that point that he did all that bragging about the Nation of Islam, this and that. And I'm like, bruh, you said y'all had like a vegan store or something, vegan bakery or something? Did you work at or something like that? I don't know. But it's like, it's just crazy. I don't know. Like, I'd be like, yo, you got to show us some pictures of you working there or something, bro. Like, show us a picture of you working at the product store. Like, you telling me you ain't take no pictures ever while you was working there? Like, nah, man. Because he tried to say he did sales, but then he say loss prevention. That's not the same.
So, maybe adding broccoli to the continue, I don't know, maybe that'll be better than the stuff that they're eating. You add it to the side, it's probably going to get worse. So that's important. The quality of their evidence is very important as well. What are they basing this on? Again, a lot of these things will have to be epidemiological. There's not going to be any randomized controlled trial just adding in broccoli and looking at cancer rates, all-cause mortality 20 years down the track.
That girl tried to talk trash about me. Hey, God, Lee, I was at the spa. And the picture where she's making fun of me, I'm actually in a room full of crystals with gold and silver and stuff. It's crystals on the floor. It's heated jade, orange jade. You walk on jade and sleep on it, everything. It's everywhere. She probably never been there before, so she don't know. She not from here. But the people that's from here know like what that shirt mean and where I was at. I might have flipped the shirt inside out so you couldn't read the name. Let me see. Did I do that? I gotta go back and see. Anyway, man, hold up. This shit is crazy. Like, I'm at the spa with a pyramid on my neck, and you kind of call me something that I'm not. And it's like, yo, I'm at one of the nicest spas in the world. The nicest. You could live there. You could actually live there. You can like literally just pay for a whole year and just stay wherever you like. Come and go. So you calling me homeless and making fun of me, but you don't know that I can panhandle enough money to get some Chipotle and eat 2 plates of food, because I know how to get enough vegan food at Chipotle, because people don't know how Chipotle worked. Oh, when you get a bowl at Chipotle, you can almost get as much as you want to fill that bowl. But certain things you have to pay extra. But certain things you don't. And back in the day, you could get more things, like a tortilla was free. Now they charge you for a tortilla, but I could get like 3 tortillas, 1 bowl, get my guacamole on the side, and get a bunch of lettuce and have me a big old salad for $7.99. And somebody might buy the food for me. And I say, hey, I'm trying to get in my hotel, and all I need is $25. Because we have hotels that are $25 a day. They went up on the price. But, and you at the spa. And I could go to that spa and sleep there and take showers. They have shampoo, soap, razors, toothbrush, a locker. They give you clothes to put on. They wash the clothes, and then if you say you sweat or spill some food on your clothes, they'll give you some new clothes. They have towels everywhere. Restrooms, sleeping rooms, Wi-Fi, a nail shop, a hair shop, a restaurant. I could go in there and get me some ginger tea. Or I could just get some hot water and make my own tea. because I could bring my Perrier water in there and be sitting there drinking my Perrier water. I could buy spring water there. They have Deer Park. I think they have Fiji. It's only $25. They went up on the price though. I think they went up before quarantine and after quarantine. But the whole point is the price went up. Y'all didn't know that my life was so amazing. I'd just be like, yo, can you just get me a gift card so I can pay for my hotel? And all I need is $25. They'd be like, you got a hotel for $25? I was like, yeah. And everything is included. And like food you have to pay for and stuff. Like if you want a tea or food. But I'm not going to tell you the name of this place, because if I flip my shirt inside out and you don't see it, then that's your fault and you're a loser. And I don't want you to enjoy it because you're a hater. But people from my city know what I'm talking about. It's a very nice place. Oh, God. They have hot tub, cold tub. They have a steam room with herbs in it and eucalyptus, and they have let me go through the rooms they got, because it's like you making fun of me being homeless. I'm like, well, technically I got a lot of rooms. I got the sleeping room, I got the hot tub, I got the warm tub, I got the cold tub, I got the steam room, I got the dry sauna, I got showers, I got all the shaving sinks, I got shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, all that. I got lockers. They even got a lock for you too and give you a key. You know, you have to bring your own lock. You just give it back and they keep your ID. So, yeah, like, it's like people bring their children there. It's like a sacred place. It's like beautiful. And you can get a massage. You can get different kinds of massages. Like, man, they do like a seaweed scrub. Oh man. They got like the facials. They got everything, man. It's crazy. I think they got the steam bath for the ladies where they steam in their coochie. See, they got that good stuff out here. Y'all think it's a game. Shoot. Find you a wife up in there and it's be squeaky clean. Yeah. Make you go to your happy place. Ooh, they be so fine too. Ooh, I love it too, cause this the sexy part. The ladies sometimes they like to take their bras off and they just be walking around and all their goods just be shaking and they be just looking good. And you could, they might just come and talk to you and hang out with you, come and watch a movie with you. We be just vibing. It got a smoke room. Like, for real, like, they have a video game place. Like I think it's like slots and stuff. Like, I don't gamble, but I mean, I think it's a sin to gamble. Like an unknown sin that people don't really know about. Like the Bible says, like, don't give pearls to swine and stuff like that. Like,
that study doesn't exist to my knowledge. And again, it would be compared to the standard, nonsense diet.
Yeah.
But so if you're saying, we were saying this is a big, superfood. You find one chemical in something that's like good, and or you think is good, you say it's a superfood. What else does it come with? Right, it's coming with oxalates, it's coming with tannins and lectins and all these other sorts of things, and amphitic acid. They're going to bind and strip the nutrients out of your body, making it impossible for you to absorb nutrients, down to block protease and lipase. You can't even break down the food that you've eaten, and you have to excrete it, and all these sorts of different things that get in the way. Sulforaphane as well is a bit funny too, because
go vegan.
A lot of people are actually showing this is actually quite toxic.
They're going to fruit flies.
It causes you to release all these different factors that are anti-inflammatory and so great for you. Why are they releasing those
things? They get on my nerves.
They're releasing
but I love fruit.
In response to sulforaphane to clear the sulforaphane to get it the hell out of you.
Is that what they would call hormesis?
So you could argue that. You could argue that, that is causing that anti-inflammatory effect to clear this stuff out, and that had then a knock-on effect, and maybe, at a certain level, right? But, you could overwhelm your system's capacity, to deal with this, and it can be harmful. But at the same time, is it hormetic? Is any of that actually overflowing? Or we're just looking at this and saying, well, that's an anti-inflammatory, that's good for you, and looking no further, because we do that sometimes, and we do that with cholesterol. We said cholesterol is bad, which it's not, and we said, okay, this drug lowers cholesterol.
Y'all need to go vegan, man.
Didn't look at outcomes further than that. Didn't look at, does this actually decrease cardiovascular disease? Right. Does this increase stroke rate? Does this increase heart disease or heart attack rate? And they found that actually, more recently, since 2015, they've done big studies with 60,000 plus people over the age of 65. They actually found that no, it actually doesn't decrease heart attacks and strokes, and actually, it might look like it's actually increasing them. It's not just like, well, this does this effect, and we want that effect, therefore it's good. But what else happens? What happens next, right? So
I'm playing YouTube. This is, man, I tried to say his name before, but it's Why Broccoli Isn't for Everyone with Dr. Anthony Shafee.
It's causing a response from your body to clear the sulforaphane, and we think that chemical is good, that response is good, but is it? We don't necessarily know that, but it would be. If it was a net benefit, that would be, a hormetic effect. But is it a hormetic effect in the whole, with everything else in total, all the other things that you brought to bear? And I'm not saying that, broccoli is the worst thing ever. I'm just saying the water is much more muddy than people would make it out to be. And just because it has one chemical that's maybe...
Before we end this video, that girl was saying something like, y'all know I'm petty or something. She was saying something like, people know that she like a bad, evil person or whatever. It's just like, that's what you known for? Like, it was just so crazy. Like, do you have children? Like, I hope you don't have sons. Like, goodness.
Or maybe it has this hormetic effect. Any chemical that's hormetic, dose is hormetic, and then after that it's toxic. So where's the stopping line there? They don't tell you that. They don't say like, hey, broccoli's good until this point, and then
toxic.
You need to stop. It's just something to think about, that these things aren't necessarily one chemical that's maybe good for you, maybe it has this hormetic effect. Any chemical that's hormetic, dose is hormetic, and then after that it's toxic. So where's the stopping line there? They don't tell you that. They don't say like, hey, broccoli's good until this point, and then you need to stop. It's just something to think about, that these things aren't necessarily all they're cracked up to be.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And often you have to eat like 4 to 5, 6 cups of broccoli, and I'm like, I can't even eat 1 cup. If I were to measure that out, that's crazy. And then there's the fiber perspective.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say with sulforaphane is actually toxic to the plant itself. Like, this is a known toxin, right? So sulforaphane is actually sequestered in different components. So it's like one of those little glow stick sort of things that you crack it, and two chemicals go together, has this chemical reaction, right? So the plant, the broccoli, and other plants that have this actually sequester the two constituents in separate parts. And when somebody starts chewing, starts crushing it, there's a crush response that actually releases them, and they bind together to make sulforaphane, which is completely toxic to the plant and to others. And so then that's clearly a defense mechanism. That's clearly a chemical that's being released as a defense, right? And so as you bind into this, you start chewing it, and all of a sudden it's releasing sulforaphane, right? That's normally toxic to the plant. It's toxic to you too. You do this in different cyanogen glycosides that exist in 2,500 different plants that we know about, including almonds. And like the pit of a peach, you crack that open. Inside it looks like sort of a shriveled almond. That's called a bitter almond. And it's crazy enough. This is what they can use in like baking. You can get like a concentrated sort of almondy flavor and make like marzipan and things like that. It's because there's a ton of cyanide in there. Like 1 or 2 of those can kill you. Now, if you swallow that whole, they're not going to do much. It's not going to do anything for you either. But if you chew it, then it releases these different chemicals.
So you're talking about
that
something
combine
different
and
now.
react, then release cyanide, and that's again is its defense mechanism that they're using. So, these plants, they're not in the Garden of Eden. God did not put these here for us to, just live on.
See how I got God in it? We're talking about doing God's work. I'm not over here playing and got time to be fussing and acting crazy for no reason. And I'm from a really black city. Like we about black love and black entrepreneurship and just, being like natural and just being black and beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big thing here. So for you to just come and try to like go crazy and all that, and I'm like, lady, I'm talking to you about hair because I'm a natural hair model, and we get women to change their hair. They do the big chop, and then they start locks, and it's a thing here. That's just what happens. Like, maybe you don't know about it where y'all live at. Maybe you live with different people and they don't do that, but here that's a big thing. Like, so I'm just like, you can like turn it into a whole social media thing. Like going vegan and all that stuff is a big trend. So they're only creating more and more products, and companies investing more and more money. Bill Gates and Google and all these companies are invested into like vegan stuff for a reason. They project that it's only going up, and they're about to make it to where like, excuse me, I don't like to have anything dealing with my nose and stuff like that, and I'm smoking, so excuse me. We think that they're about to make it to where like schools and prisons only have vegan food, like, because they're saying that eating some of this meat is just unnecessary, and then it's like toxic. Like, I mean, what they do to the meat, even having to put carbon monoxide or whatever, dioxide, I'm not sure which one it is, I forget. But they put something on the meat to make it stay red. It wouldn't stay red naturally. It can't. Like, so like, I'm trying to get people to understand, like, if you want to be a meat eater, go out there and jump on that cow and bite it. And try to be a lion if you want to. And then say, okay, let me go out here with the monkeys and the giraffes and try to be like them, and go eat a fresh mango off of a tree. And think like, which one easier? Fighting with these bears over this deer or whatever it is y'all trying to eat. Ducks and beavers. I don't know what you meat eaters be eating. Like, I've heard all kind of stuff. Frogs and iguana. It's like, I haven't had meat in 18 years. No dairy, no eggs. It's like, obviously, you don't need it. Now, I'm about to start bodybuilding on y'all and really getting buff after I'm done with my therapy, so that y'all gonna be like, oh, dang, like, but you don't know me. Like, you don't know that I got beat up by the police and they tortured me. And I had a bunch of surgeries. I had brain surgery. So, like, I'm healing. Like, there's a big scar on my face right here. Like, I wouldn't make it up that I am a natural hair model. I was trying to talk to you about making some money, young lady. Thank you for coming to the live stream, finally. You're free to talk if there's a chat option. There should be a option for you to speak if you can try to remain calm. Okay? Here in Atlanta, we have a World Natural Hair Show. I actually help people get jobs. And they pay for us if you have a natural hairstyle. It could even be like a Caesar. But if it's natural, they pay people every year, okay? I was trying to talk to you about that. Like, going vegan and making vegan content can make you a lot of money. I'm a social media influencer. I helped create Facebook when I was a little kid. I worked for Procter & Gamble. I was a product tester for food and music. But then I quit. And the company gave me an offer. And they said, what do you want? And I told them I wanted a social media When I designed the basics of it, and then they created it, and then allowed all of us influencers to join it. But it was just us little kids, and testing out products. And either way, everybody has different jobs and stuff, but mine is different because I renegotiated with the company, and I started creating more things and sending in my designs. One of them was for some headphones. They look like Beats by Dre. So if you look up the history of Beats by Dre, there's a big secret history. If you look up the iPhone, there's a big secret history. I have the book about the secret history of the iPhone right here. I actually want to read it on live. I'm going to do a whole video about it. So I'm going to probably read it first because I don't even want to do a live reaction, because if they lie too much in that book, I'm going to get mad. But yeah. So you could have locks, you could have twists, you could have an afro, you could have any kind of natural hairstyle and be a natural hair model. They were actually going to put me on a billboard, but I was like, I didn't really kind of like my supervisor. I didn't want to meet with them about it, pretty much. So I turned that down, and they put somebody else on the billboard. I got hired in the company. So, yeah, I actually got somebody else a job as a model too, and they put him on the billboard. And he was literally just at the event, and I just was like, hey, yeah, like, they might hire you. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, bro. And they was like, yeah, like, I was like, yeah, your hair is natural, so ask them. And they put him on a billboard. So this is a black-owned company. It's owned by 2 black women. One of them passed away recently. And I'm sad to hear that, but we're going to pray for her. And yeah, this video is not just about you talking about, I have a crazy stalker. So as long as you're not that person, I really they've been stalking me for 5 years at the least. So you I just met you, but I'm an influencer, and I was an influencer before people knew what influencers were. And what I did was I manipulated the company. I lied to them. I told them that I gave y'all products and stuff, and I didn't give nobody nothing. And I didn't tell nobody nothing. Even my friends, nobody knew what I was doing with this company until I started telling people around maybe a couple years ago, because I want my money. And I wanted Steve Jobs to act like he made the iPhone, but he never act like he really made it, And I needed him to be like me, because I felt like it's dangerous having a lot of money like that. I couldn't even have a real friend, your girlfriends and all this stuff. They're one of my girlfriends said my hair was so long and curly. One of my girlfriends said she was gonna cut off my hair and make a wig out of it, and then walk around with my hair on her head. And I was like, yo, I can't even sleep here. This is crazy. I gotta get out of this relationship. This is crazy. So I was like, and she just told me that it was just funny. I was like, that ain't funny, yo. For real, don't be trying to cut off my hair. And wear it. You know what I mean? So it's just funny. Actually, the way I got the job, I literally just got on social media and asked everybody who's hiring. I was like, yo, is your job hiring? And I would ask your friend if they're hiring. You know what I mean? I would just go through your friends list and say, do you know anybody that's hiring? Because if you can hook me up with the job, or that they're hiring, then that would be better than me just applying for a job when they're not even looking for nobody, right? So I ended up meeting a sister, and she was like, you have some nice hair. Why don't you just come model with us? And I was like, for real? She was like, yeah, come on. And she was like, I'm going to send your pictures to this person, and boom, boom, boom. And next thing you know, I was working. So I was able to pay my rent, and I appreciated them. And I used to honestly, I don't really use the product though. I had to start because I got caught a couple times. Some old ladies and grandmas and stuff, they was touching my hair and smelling, and they was like, "This your hair don't smell like this product," because the product specifically smells like candy and cakes and pies and stuff. So it's a very strong smell. So then what I started doing was putting like a drop in my hand and mixing it with water and just spreading a little bit in my hair. And a couple times I think I went on stage and they like washed my hair and then put the product in my hair. But other than that, I don't like I don't really use the product. Like it's not a natural product. It's for natural hairstyles, you know. So I can't really endorse it as a healthy product, but I am going to try to help them make a healthier product. So I will be contacting them also. So people think like I don't be working. I be working. People owe me all kind of money. Millions and millions. I mean billions now. I mean, my brain is like, whoa, like how much money people owe me. I just don't, I done forgot, you know, like sometimes I forget what I created. I'll be like, yo, I got to remember, y'all don't know how to use my technology. Like, I don't win by telling lies. Like, I win by telling the truth and being the truth. So, like, it's like God's going to help me every time. So, either way, it brought me so much joy to be able to make money doing something that it helped a black business that promoted natural hair. And like what you don't know, like with my family, my father and mom, they used to have really big afros back in the day. So it's like a legacy thing for me to actually become a natural hair model. And what I love that picture of them so much. Like that's the picture I use as their caller ID. You know what I mean? Like I love those pictures of my parents with their afros. And it's like them at their prime, you know, and they're beautiful. And what happens is my mom actually lost her job as a nurse because she had an afro. And she didn't want to cut her afro off. And, you know, it was the 70s. She was going to Earth, Wind, and Fire concerts. You know what I mean? Like, I always loved pyramids and Egyptian, Native American pyramids and stuff. So, like, y'all don't understand. Like, I didn't get this. Everybody think I joined some secret society or something to get this. No, I study hieroglyphs and Medu Neter and Egyptian stuff. I'm not no Mason. No, my grandfather was a Mason, but he told me not to join. So I respect him, and he also told me not to read the book. So I never read the book because they say that it's like a contract where, like, if you're not a member, you're not supposed to read it or something, and it could be dangerous for you. So I've made sure that I don't do that because I don't want no smoke with them people. And some people be playing and posing and acting. I'm not about that. You know what I mean? Like, I just designed jewelry and love jewelry. I designed pyramid jewelry when I was 13, and the jewelry store tried to be racist to me and say I didn't do it. And I told him my dad is an architect, and I'm using his architect tools to design jewelry. And I got a whole book of designs. So I'm going to come back to this jewelry store with all my designs. And I showed them all my designs. I said, I want appraisals on this in silver, diamond, cubic zirconia, gold. I want 3 different appraisals for each piece. And I left them my designs, and I changed the whole jewelry game. Then I started taking needles and I could take a needle and some fingernail polish and daggone paint this basketball perfectly like a real basketball. And then now they started making jewelry like that where they use acrylic and stuff. But so when people robbed me and came in my room and stuff, they found fingernail polish and they thought Rockstar was on some emo stuff, like I paint my fingernails and stuff. Like, no, I put that on my car when I chipped the paint. I put that on something like my computer if I scratch it or something, so it looks like it's still new or something. You see what I'm saying? I don't like my stuff to look dingy. I got it from a thrift store and I refurbished it with fingernail polish. I can fix a cracked screen on a phone and make it at least functional where it doesn't hurt me and water don't get into it with clear fingernail polish. So I could use, then I used to even take clear fingernail polish and put it on my jewelry so that when I'm playing basketball, I can't knock my diamonds out. You see what I'm saying? Like, people don't know about me. They thought, like, I was using clear fingernail polish. Like, no, like, I put that on my car. Oh, God. I don't know why these people are doing it nowadays. I hope they stop. Those chemicals are terrible. I'm going to do a video where because I'm trying to get ladies to get off of these fingernail polish stuff. In my neighborhood, there's a nail shop, and they never cleaned the outside of it. And there's just this residue that's been building up for like, I don't know, like maybe 15, 20 years. I don't know. But it's just like nasty residue all around the door of the nail shop. No other store has residue around it. Only the nail shop. And y'all breathing that stuff. And y'all sit there and just sit there. That mask ain't gonna help you. It's not really worth it. And then they got alternatives and stuff. So I just, I think y'all really gotta stop. And I think it's making y'all crazy. Because when I used to paint my little model cars and stuff, I used to be like, dang, I gotta open the window. This stuff's strong. And some of y'all don't want to open the window. Y'all just crazy. I'm like, how do y'all be breathing that stuff in? You see what I'm saying? And I just feel bad for y'all. Some of y'all was bad kids and y'all just can't get right. And y'all was crazy when we was kids and y'all didn't never get right. And y'all gonna get this whooping. That's what's gonna happen. Because I'm y'all big brother. Y'all just grew up. I was always this size. Y'all always looked up to me. Everybody knows me. Anyway.
Things, created these chemicals millions of years before we existed. They're going to be here millions of years after we're gone. And, they didn't make them millions of years ago because it's someday some, little, humans are going to be eating this and just, I just love them so much. I just want to, increase their anti-inflammatory drive. Like, it's, they made this to defend themselves, and they're trying to defend themselves. They're trying to be toxic to animals that eat them. That is their nature. That's how they survive. And again, broccoli didn't exist. We have cultivated this.
So I'm not sure if they're trying to argue that we should cook our natural vegetables or what. That some natural vegetables can still be dangerous. We need to check them and stuff. I'm not sure. Like, is a certain time we need to pick them when they're young or something? Or we should be eating the sprout or the fruit, not the whatever, the leaf or whatever be the case in some cases. I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to get at, but I think I'm on to what he's saying. Like I think like we shouldn't be eating amaranth seed. We should be eating amaranth sprouts. But when you start letting it grow big, it might start making things that could be toxic, possibly. I think that's what they're saying.
And in different sort of aggressive sort of agricultural cultivation to make this thing. So either way you look at it, this didn't exist when we were coming around. It's not something we need. And, I try to just keep it simple and just like, what do we evolve on? What is our biology? Do we need sulforaphane? Is that something that's essential to us? No, it is absolutely not. And so, thank you, I can do without. Whether or not there's a hormetic dose, I really don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and briefly, just because every time broccoli gets mentioned, I see these graphics online of like broccoli, cauliflower, and some other plants all kind of were grown from the mustard seed or mustard plant.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that's the one.
I played this before, so yeah, y'all can watch the video if y'all want to hear the rest of it. But this is me talking with doctors playing in the background. Like, I'm not out here playing with nobody, I really don't have the stomach to go to school for this stuff, so I do have to work with doctors. I just play a doctor on TV, y'all. I'm not a doctor, okay? I have to try to take what they say and do what I can do with it. So I'm about to end the live. Man, don't be a hater. She came to the live, but she ain't say nothing. So I gave her the opportunity. I mean, Let me see. They say I could write a comment, but I don't know why she ain't said nothing. I addressed her, trying to be respectful, like, calm down, girl. You were wilding. Calm down, Lord. I was trying to make some money with you. I'm trying to help you out. And honestly, you look like you need to go vegan. And I know I sound crazy to you. Like, you think you're going to be skinny if you're going to be vegan. I don't even work out. If I start working out, I'm about to get ripped. You feel me? This is crazy. I need a new lighter. Watch this one. I thought this lighter didn't work. So then I try to goddamn fix it, and then watch what happened. Watch this. This is crazy, right? Go vegan. I thought this thing didn't work. It worked too good now. This is crazy. This thing ain't burning right. I'm about to end the live. I need to get some more cigarettes. I don't know where my cigarettes are. Oh, here they go. I've been looking for them. Like, where the heck are they? Anyway, man, say no to drugs, y'all, man. I just hope that she isn't on something. And because it's like, I think it was something happening with Kobe Bryant and like his, something to do with some protein drink or something, that fitness formula. I don't know what it was. It was something. And they said there was stuff in there that was like drugs or something. So y'all be careful out here. Y'all taking muscle milk and muscle powder, weigh this and weigh that. Like, y'all, please be careful. This stuff, you don't trust these companies, man. Like, even if it's vegan, man, be careful, please. Like, especially with this cheap sea moss, be extremely careful out here, man. People is crazy. Dr. Sebi's son sent me a bag of dirt. And somebody said something like, oh, that must be some good dirt. I said, Lord, please tell me y'all not over here drinking dirt because y'all got it from this man and y'all are on some cult weird stuff. Like, y'all don't need to be deifying a little boy. Victor Bowman needs to go to school and do things. He's supposed to be married. I don't know. Like, y'all, that little boy don't know what he's doing. Now, I taught him as best I could and corrected him. And he won't bring me out because I exposed him. And I don't know why he won't just tell y'all, like, yo, he got me. Like, he was doing wrong. I saved him from himself. So, he poisoned a lot of y'all and did wrong. Just with the kale. And was feeding it to celebrities and stuff. And I'm like, what happens when they find out that you did that and that I'm the guy that taught you? They gonna hire me. I'm the, like, you trying to do my job. You supposed to be going to school. I'm supposed to be doing the work. People don't know. Dr. Sebi wanted to retire a long time ago. His family was not helping him. That's why they started their own little companies. And they trying to copy his formulas. Like that, he sold that company, you know. He's got Usha still, which has the formulas, but it's crazy. It's really crazy, man, because even Kelly, she using cheap sea moss and moringa and stuff. So that's just bastardized formula right there. Just crap. Trash. So, yeah, I mean, I exposed KT the Arch Degree, Red and Blue Pill, 19 Keys, Yahki Awaken, all these guys. And y'all gonna keep getting scammed by them until everybody realizes that they fake. So, hopefully y'all do. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. Go vegan.